Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about a game that doesn't just want you to play, it wants you to limp away with a TBI and a new appointment at the VA. Sandstorm is one of the most intense, gritty FPS games you can play, from its semi-realistic gunplay mechanics to those heart-pounding firefights where bullets are whizzing past your head like whispers from death itself. It's an experience that hits totally different. And today, I'm going to break it down for you, from the core gameplay to the feel of the game to some facts and features that some people might not know about, and even a bit of drama from the game's history. Okay, so now for some quick basic game facts. The developer is New World Interactive using Unreal Engine 4 for the main gameplay. The PC release was December 12th, 2018. Console release for PS4 and Xbox One was September 29th, 2021. And then we got it on new gen, PS5 and your Xbox Series X and S's around January 30th, 2024. A quick fun fact that we'll dive into a little bit later, there was a story campaign planned for the game, but it was scrapped right before launch. Now, Sandstorm isn't just about running and gunning people down. It's built around different modes that force you to change how you play. In the game, you have two core gameplays. You have your versus, or your co-op, and you have your PvP rounds. For PvP, we have different game modes such as Push, where attackers move down a map, capturing objectives one by one while defenders burn through their reinforcements to try and hold. Firefight, which is a classic 3-point domination but with no respawns until a team captures the objective, where every life matters. You also have Domination, which I haven't seen in rotation as much, but back when I first started playing, it was a good warm-up mode that was faster paced, more casual, with consistent respawns. Your last main PvP would be Ambush, where one team has to escort the VIP to an extraction zone while the other team tries to stop them. If the VIP dies, defenders win instantly, so protecting or hunting them down is your main priority. Now, to move on to your co-op, which is humans versus AI, your main gameplay would be Checkpoint. It's the most popular mode, and you and a squad push through AI enemies to take objectives. If you and your entire team dies, you are done. If just you die, you are out into the next objective capture, where then your team will respawn and you get more waves. You also have Hardcore Checkpoint. It is the same exact core gameplay, just limited HUD. You don't get to know who is on your team. It's a lot easier to team kill on that one. And there's less ammo with more realistic, slower movement. Each game mode will give you a different flavor. Firefight is more competitive, where Push is more chaotic and can be a lot more cinematic. Co-op is also one of the easier gameplays to get into, especially as a new player. You can get your reps there and kind of get a feel for the game, and then when you're ready, jump into Ambush for your pure heart-pounding tension. Sandstorm's big selling point is how everything feels weighty and grounded. You can't sprint around like COD. Patience, peeking, and listening for sound cues are survival skills. No kill markers, no arcade indicators. If someone drops, you might not even know they're dead until you take a follow-up shot to check the body. You even have to go out of your way to have something as simple as a compass on screen. Even bullets flying near you shake your screen and mess with your point of aim. It's terrifying, but it's what makes firefights so immersive. And the guns, man, they hit hard. You want to haul a RPG on your back? You'll be slow as a brick. Carrying an SMG? You're quick as lightning. There's no magical snapback on recoil here. When your rifle drifts high, it's on you to drag it back down, and every weapon has its own recoil system and rhythm. There's even nuance in every recoil system. If you crouch or lay down, you will have better recoil control than standing regularly. You can brace your weapon against some types of cover, depending on attachments on your weapon as well. Now, going along with how realistic these weapons tend to feel, it's the same thing carried over into your ammunition. It's not click and reload real quick and you're freshly topped off with the mag. If you drop a mag with ammo in it, that ammo is gone. You also have a very in-depth ballistic system where a 5.56 round won't go through a brick wall, but you hit it with a 308 or 7.62, you're going straight through it like butter. One of the things players will often overlook is the supply point system. Instead of class loadouts, you're given a certain number of points to spend on gear. If you want heavy armor and more rounds, sweet, it'll slow you down, but you are a tank basically. You want speed and stealth? Go light and use all your extra points on any attachment you could ever want. One of the most underrated parts of Sandstorm is its sound design. Guns are deafening, explosions will literally pop your ears, and you can track players by the sounds of just their footsteps, as long as you can pay attention through your newly acquired tinnitus. It is what it is at this point. I don't know what happened there. Ah! I can't find him. I can't find him. Oh, there's too much happening. Ah! Suppressed versus unsuppressed is also massive. Silencers don't make you invisible, but they will make you a lot harder to find. Here's a pro tip. If you listen carefully in both co-op or firefight, a reload clink, someone going prone, even a grenade pen can give away a position. If you master sound, you will basically have X-ray without actually cheating. For the facts section, I'm going to go ahead and get the longest one out of the way first. Insurgency Sandstorm uses a hybrid ballistic system. Bullets will act like hit scan for the first 0.1 seconds and then switch to a completely different physics system with drop, travel time, and drag. Drop is time-based, so slower rounds will show it sooner. For example, an MP5 starts to drop at around 40 meters, where an M4 will start to drop at around 78 meters. Your faster bullets will stay flatter for longer and hit quicker, while slower ones need some more lead time. Velocity drives both damage and penetration. Faster rounds deal more energy on impact, while surfaces will reduce velocity and shift the bullet back to a weaker ballistic state and into that hit scan ballistic system. Most visible when shooting through glass. Penetration depends on caliber, speed, and material, with larger, faster rounds performing best. The system blends realism and consistency, keeping gunplay intuitive across common engagement ranges. Now, you can also lean in the game. A lot of people think leaning will magically improve your accuracy when it doesn't. What it actually does is let you expose less of your body while peeking corners. You're just harder to hit. With the downside of a weird little tilt mechanic that's been added to the game, where when you lean and you start to move, it'll shift you back to almost standing up. This is different from most games you might play, like Siege, Call of Duty if you use the lean mechanic, and maybe Arma. I haven't played that one yet, so I'm not too sure. Also, while full auto looks cool, semi-auto is king. It will win you more firefights more often than not. More control, less wasted ammo. Bringing noise up again, you can bait with fake reloads, you can swap weapons to trick enemies, you can even push C and use one of the callouts, especially in co-op mode, to lure enemies in towards you. Also, make sure you take advantage of the Observer and Commander classes. You will not have airstrikes if you do not have both of them. If you have one Commander, no Observers, your Commander will be screaming into the void, hoping an AC-130 shows up. When it comes to respawn waves, capping an objective will bring your team back, but a smart team will time pushes and sync it with your respawn waves. You can also literally hear the enemies with the built-in proximity voice chat. If they're close enough and they're talking, you know where they are. So watch your mic discipline, or use it to your advantage and get the drop on them. Alright, now for some drama and player upsets, which I know we all love. Early on, there was a promised story campaign. It was used in promotions for the game, and fans were hype. Then, out of nowhere, it got canned, and that left a pretty sour taste in most people's mouths, especially right at launch. Now, for update 1.9, Operation Cold Blood, the devs removed cross-faction weapons in co-op. The community hated that. Reddit and Steam forums blew up, and the devs reversed the decision pretty quickly. There was also supposed to be a Lunar New Year update with themed outfits and weapons. The community pushed back hard on that one also, saying it felt out of place. The devs also scrapped that. To this day, there are still some performance issues, but early on, even on strong rigs, people complained about inconsistent FPS and stutters. While it is way better now than it was at launch, it's still a pretty sore point for most players. Something that, like, when I don't feel like doing any actual tactics or anything and I want to play this like Call of Duty, I can. And just be running and gunning. Coming from this way, right? Be like, dog, don't stand up, please. Please do not stand up. Dude, okay. I have 3 different connection warnings popping up right now. What happened? During Operation Resurgence, they added crossplay. Console matches got dropped to 10v10 instead of full 20v20 servers, and console and PC players were not happy, especially since feedback asking for larger servers and matches was ignored. Now, the game has a super loyal community, but outside of peak hours, some servers feel empty. A lot of players feel Sandstorm deserved to be way bigger than it is, but because of a lack of marketing and a steep learning curve, it's been pretty held back. So yeah, Insurgency Sandstorm is one of those shooters that just sticks with you. It's not about score streaks or flashy kill cams. It's about surviving, working with what you've got, and making every bullet count. So if you're into shooters that mix realism with just enough fun to keep it from being a milsim grind, this game is for you. And if you're a vet, drop your favorite tip or your craziest moment in the comment. Trust me, there is always more to uncover with this game. I just want to jump here at the end and say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new that you didn't know before. If you have any tips on what I could do better, let me know, or if you want to see any specific games be broke down in the future, also let me know down below. As a reminder, I do post, or try to post weekly on YouTube, but I am streaming every Tuesday through Saturday at around 4 p.m. EST, usually more around 4:30ish. But if you'd love to come and chat, jump in, and I will be on Kick under the same name as this channel. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching.